What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Believe in Help episode. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Believe in Help is a channel geared towards self-improvement and striving towards building healthy habits that can facilitate growth and help you become the best version of yourself. With that said, today's video is going to be centered on 5 deep motivational quotes that will spark a fire within you. Motivation is crap. It comes and it goes. Just as quickly as you feel it, it's a fire that can easily get blown out. The real success stems from learning to ignite your own fire. Here are 5 quotes that will drive you to take more action in your life. The first quote is, "You've got to love your game, even when it is not going your way." Gary V. Have you ever found yourself in a great situation and then all of a sudden, things take a turn for the worse? A big lesson in life is to learn how to commit and to learn how to just keep going no matter what. When you make a commitment to something in your life, then you must see it through at all costs. It doesn't matter what obstacles may come before you. You must keep going. Not everything in your life is going to be peaches and cream. You will hit great strides where things are just flowing and you are at a high. Those moments are easy to handle. We all know how to handle the good times. It's the valleys within the journey where a person is tested. It's during the difficult moments where you truly see how much you really love that thing you set after in the first place. You will quickly realize just how bad you really want something, or quickly see how little that something really means to you. This quote from Gary V. sets the tone into understanding that if you take something on in your life, know exactly why you are taking it on. Know that there will be tough times ahead on your journey. So you better make sure you are passionate about what you choose to do. It's during those difficult times that you remind yourself you must love your game, even when it is not going your way. The second quote is, "The success you want is owned by a higher version of yourself." Anonymous. I found this quote one day, and I can't seem to forget it. It is always ringing in my head as I think about my dreams and goals. I want to share it because of the impact that it has had on our own personal development. Very often, I hear people discussing thoughts and ideas that they would like to accomplish in their futures. These thoughts, ideas, and dreams all sound so beautiful, as they should be. The one thing you don't hear too often is the personal development that one is taking upon themselves to get to those dreams and goals. Goals come with a price to pay. I believe, through studying the subject of self-development and listening to great visionaries, that most people never get to their goals and dreams, all because they never took the accountability to improve themselves at their core. Improving not just your skills, but improving who you are at your core is what is most important. The things that we want out of life are attained solely by reaching a higher version of ourselves. When you think about someone who has achieved great feats, they didn't just arrive there. They worked on themselves, on their craft, so well that they became great. Achieving that higher version of themselves is what got them to the accolades and the legacy. I like to encourage anyone reading this to take a step back and let this one sink in. Anything that you want out of your future is solely dependent on you. If you want something, you are going to need to become the elevated version of yourself that is capable of attaining those dreams. This is only achieved through constant improvement over time and having a monk-like mentality reflecting patience and perseverance. The third quote is, "Either you are getting better or you are getting worse, but you are never staying the same." David Goggins. If you haven't heard of David Goggins, take a quick minute to research this man when you have some free time. His resume on pushing the mental and physical limits is impressive, to say the least. How many times in life do we just fall into autopilot? Things are just moving, life is happening, and we are just living our lives without much awareness or direct intention. This shift towards autopilot happens often. That is because it takes daily focus to live with intention. This quote by David Goggins is very powerful stuff. It makes you realize that no matter what, time is always molding you. Your relationships, your environment, your friendships, your mindset is all being molded by time. Either you hold direct control and are molding yourself, or society is molding you. Either way, you are never staying the same. This quote makes you question yourself and your whole trajectory in life. It is a paradigm shift. We as people are never staying the same. And so, the question becomes, am I getting better or am I getting worse? When you take this approach to look at your life, you begin to see things differently. You begin to move with a more focused approach as to where you put your time. This quote should make you question everything you are doing within your personal life, and for good reason. Question your life. Question your trajectory. Question if in fact where you want to go is the right place for you. Don't let someone else dictate in which direction you should be heading. Take ownership of your future. Take ownership of your time. Take ownership of your development. The fourth quote is, "Every man has the responsibility to search his own soul." Inky Johnson. There are depths to our spirit and our soul that we are not even remotely close to becoming aware of. I've found through my own personal life that there is so much sitting within that needs to be discovered. As time passes me by, and the more my wife and I grow as individuals, the more we realize within ourselves that we are just beginning to scratch the surface of what the full potential in life looks like. Inky Johnson is a former football player turned motivational speaker who inspires people around the world. Inky Johnson experienced a football collision during his career, which left his right arm permanently paralyzed. Through his shattered dreams and adversity, he discovered who he really was, cut out to be. He took the time during his darkest moments of never being able to pursue his dreams due to his accident to search his soul and figure himself out. He decided to dedicate himself to motivating athletes and people all around the world using his story and his struggle. He is an amazingly successful speaker today, hosting speaking engagements for top 500 companies. See, there are going to be many trying moments in life, and it is during those moments where you choose the path of least resistance, or you travel the road less traveled by. Tough times call for tough decisions, and it is those exact decisions that defines who you are down the line. Each of us has the responsibility to strip ourselves down, peel back our own layers, and seek for answers and constant improvement. There are plenty of people who never search their own souls. They never uncover their full potential. So, as Inky Johnson says, every man has the responsibility to search his own soul. The fifth quote is, "If you want to get better, you gotta work overtime." Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is arguably, pound for pound, the best boxer in the history of the sport. If you do not know much about boxing, that is okay. The point here is that Mayweather retired with a perfect 50-0 record. Floyd has gone up against some of the best boxers in the world and has performed on some of the biggest stages out there, boxing in front of thousands of people. Not one boxer has been able to crack the Mayweather code in order to beat him. There are, of course, many factors that come into play when it comes to athletes in sports such as genetics, athleticism, sport IQ, etc. But when you dive deep into Floyd Mayweather's world, there is one thing that becomes clear as day. The man works overtime, which is an understatement. While most boxers in sparring go for 8 to 12 rounds of practice runs, Mayweather is working 24 to 30 rounds. The success is built by putting in more work, more time, more of an investment than the competition. If you have a goal or a plan that you want to execute and hit it with a successful ending, then the only thing that is going to get you there is an insane amount of hard work and dedication. Raise the bar, raise the standard of what you find normal today, and challenge the status quo. Work harder and longer than most people are willing to work, and the rest is just a matter of time. Well, that wraps it up for today. Again, if you stuck around this far, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you have any suggestions, requests, or overall comments, feel free to comment down below. Thank you for your time, and catch you next week.